Welcome to the Gaming Timeline. Today we travel back to 2005, a year filled with iconic shooters, legendary PS2 titles, and unforgettable gaming milestones. Let's begin the countdown of the top 10 best games of 2005. Number 10, Call of Duty 2. Released in 2005, this was the game that pushed World War II shooters to a completely new level. Call of Duty 2 took everything the first game did right and multiplied it. Bigger battles, louder explosions, smarter enemies, and a cinematic intensity that felt ahead of its time. You play through multiple campaigns, switching between American, British, and Russian soldiers, each offering a different perspective on the war. The game's smoke effects, open-ended combat zones, and relentless action made every mission feel unpredictable and alive. Instead of forcing you down a narrow corridor, Call of Duty 2 let you choose how to attack, flank, or hold your ground. The sound design was a standout feature. Machine guns, artillery, and radio chatter blended together to create some of the most immersive battlefield audio of that era. And on PC, it quickly became one of the most played shooters online, thanks to fast respawns and chaotic, satisfying multiplayer. Nearly 20 years later, it's still remembered as one of the strongest entries in the series. A pure old-school shooter that defined an entire generation of WWII games. Number 9, Civilization 4. A strategy masterpiece that pushed the Civilization series into a modern era. Released in 2005, Civilization 4 offered a cleaner interface, a fully 3D world, and deeper systems that made every turn feel important. The game introduced major features like religion, civics, and improved diplomacy. These mechanics allowed players to shape their empires in new ways, whether through culture, science, military strength, or peaceful cooperation. Every choice had long-term consequences. The AI reacted more intelligently than before. Leaders formed alliances, demanded deals, and launched wars based on your actions, making each match feel dynamic and unpredictable. The presentation was also a big step forward. Cities visually expanded, terrain felt alive, and Leonard Nimoy's meta's narration for each technology gave the game a sense of charm and history. Civilization 4 quickly became one of the most beloved 4X strategy games ever made. Deep, elegant, and endlessly replayable. A defining PC title of 2005. Number 8, Guitar Hero, a rhythm game that completely changed music gaming on consoles. Released in 2005 on the PlayStation 2, Guitar Hero gave players a plastic guitar controller and a set list full of rock classics, turning living rooms into improvised concert stages. The gameplay was simple but incredibly addictive. Hit the notes in time, build your streak, and feel the crowd react as you climb through harder and harder songs. The feedback, the sound, and the challenge made every performance feel exciting. What made Guitar Hero special was the sense of immersion. Players didn't just press buttons, they played riffs, nailed solos, and felt like part of a real band. It captured the energy of live music better than any game before it. Guitar Hero became a massive cultural hit and started a worldwide rhythm game revolution. It defined a new genre and became one of the most iconic PS2 titles of the mid-2000s. Number 7, F.E.A.R, a groundbreaking PC shooter that blended psychological horror with intense, high-speed action. Released in 2005, F.E.A.R impressed players with its smart enemy AI, eerie atmosphere, and incredibly smooth gunplay. The enemies were the real stars. They flanked, communicated, searched for cover, and reacted to your movements in ways few shooters had done before. Every firefight felt dynamic and unpredictable. The horror tone made the action even stronger. Dark hallways, sudden visions, and the presence of Alma created a tension that kept players on edge from start to finish. Bullet time combat, particle effects, and tight controls made the shooting feel powerful and cinematic. Every encounter was a mix of strategy, reflexes, and pure adrenaline. F.E.A.R became one of the most stylish and technically impressive FPS games of the mid-2000s, and it remains a cult classic to this day. Number 6, Mario Kart DS, one of the most beloved handheld racing games ever released. In 2005, Mario Kart DS brought fast drifting, creative tracks, and iconic Nintendo charm to the DS, and set a new standard for portable racing. The game introduced online play for the first time in the series, letting players around the world race and battle each other. Its track selection was strong, mixing brand new circuits with fan-favorite classics. Mission mode added a fun single-player twist, challenging players with unique objectives and boss-style encounters. Balloon Battle and other multiplayer modes gave the game huge replay value. With tight controls, clean visuals, and competitive gameplay, Mario Kart DS became a must-have title for the handheld and remains a standout entry in the entire franchise. Number 5. Shadow of the Colossus, a breathtaking and emotionally powerful adventure that pushed the PlayStation 2 to its limits. Released in 2005, the game offered a quiet, atmospheric world and 16 monumental colossi that served as both puzzles and boss battles. Instead of traditional levels, the entire experience focused on locating, climbing, and defeating these towering creatures. Each colossus had unique behavior, weak points, and movement patterns, turning every encounter into a cinematic event. The empty landscapes, soft music, and minimal storytelling created a sense of loneliness and mystery that few games have matched. The emotional weight of the journey made the final moments unforgettable. Shadow of the Colossus is considered one of the greatest artistic achievements on the PS2, a masterpiece of scale, atmosphere, and emotional storytelling. Number 4. Battlefield 2, a groundbreaking multiplayer shooter that redefined large-scale modern warfare on PC. Released in 2005, Battlefield 2 delivered huge 64-player battles, vehicle combat, and a deep class system that encouraged real teamwork. Every match felt different thanks to varied maps, dynamic firefights, and the interaction between infantry, tanks, helicopters, and jets. The squad and commander systems gave players new roles and strategic responsibilities, making cooperation essential. The game rewarded communication, positioning, and tactical thinking. Capturing control points, coordinating attacks, and holding territory created intense and memorable moments. Battlefield 2 quickly became a legend of online FPS gaming and laid the foundation for the modern Battlefield series, a true classic of competitive PC multiplayer. Number 3. Gran Turismo 4, a technical masterpiece that showed just how far the PlayStation 2 could go. Released in 2005, Gran Turismo 4 delivered one of the most realistic driving experiences ever seen on a console, with precise handling, sharp physics, and an incredible selection of over 700 cars. The game featured beautifully recreated real-world tracks, from tight city circuits to long endurance courses. Every surface, corner, and elevation change demanded focus and skill. Races felt authentic, and mastering each car became a challenge on its own. Gran Turismo 4 also added a deep career mode, photo mode, licenses, and driving missions that tested everything from technique to consistency. The attention to detail made every moment feel like a celebration of automotive culture. With stunning visuals and a level of polish rarely seen on the PS2, Gran Turismo 4 secured its place as one of the greatest racing simulators of all time. Number 2. Forza Motorsport. Microsoft answered to the Gran Turismo series in a bold new step for racing simulators on the original Xbox. Released in 2005, Forza Motorsport delivered realistic handling, deep customization, and a physics system that immediately set it apart. The game offered an impressive variety of cars and tracks, each tuned with precise attention to weight, grip, and performance. Players could adjust nearly every mechanical aspect of their vehicles, allowing for fine-tuned setups that matched personal driving styles. Forza also emphasized accessibility. Driving assists helped new players learn the basics, while advanced racers could turn everything off for pure simulation. Damage modeling, car upgrades, and competitive AI made each race engaging and unpredictable. It was polished, balanced, and laid the foundation for a franchise that would go on to dominate modern racing. Forza Motorsport became the definitive racing experience on Xbox and proved that the platform could stand toe-to-toe with the biggest names in the genre. Top number 1. God of War, a brutal, cinematic masterpiece that defined what action games could achieve on the PlayStation 2. Released in 2005, God of War delivered fast, aggressive combat, unforgettable boss fights, and a story filled with anger, tragedy, and mythological spectacle. You step into the role of Kratos, a Spartan warrior tormented by his past. The game wastes no time from the opening Hydra battle to the deepest chambers of ancient temples. Every moment is crafted with precision and intensity. The Blades of Chaos became one of the most iconic weapons in gaming. Their speed and fluidity allowed players to chain powerful combos, juggle enemies, and dominate entire battlefields with style. Cinematic camera angles, orchestral music, and massive environments created an atmosphere that felt truly epic. The puzzles, platforming, and emotional story, Beats provided constant variety and momentum. God of War wasn't just a hit. It became a landmark title for the PS2 and laid the foundation for one of gaming's greatest franchises. A perfect #1 choice for the year 2005. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more gaming history. See you in 2006.